Right, now today we're going to do what I call it stay fresh beef, but it could be jungle beef. It could be it's not a jerk. It's a family recipe, and I'll just outline it while I get rid of this. My grandfather was a doctor out in India, but he was in the Royal Army Medical Corps, World War One, World War Two. After and during that, he was district commissioner, and he used to go shooting. He loved shooting. Now, of course, in those days there was no freezers or freezer packs or portable fridges, and so people had to make do with what they've got. And so this recipe here is a way of cooking beef, so it lasts longer. Now, I've not done any scientific research on this. I've used it when I've been sailing, but the thing is, it tastes so good. Normally, I've never tested how long it will keep, but it will certainly keep longer than most things because it is cooked in spices. Now, the important thing, reading with a story. So my grandfather used to go off and he'd shoot man-eating tigers. He'd shoot rogue elephants where the villagers said their lives were at risk. And incidentally, there was the Guy Gibson, the wing commander in charge of the Dam Busters raid. My grandfather used to shoot with his mum and dad. That's the family story, anyway. So that's the family story. This is the recipe. Now, this is a joint of beef. I'm going to cut it in fairly large chunks because that's the way the recipe is. So I'm going to just cut this down. I'm not going to keep you on while you watch me do all of this because it's going to take a while. I'll come back to you when I've done it. But what I'm also going to show you is what other ingredients. It's a very easy recipe, this. In there, the actual recipe is for one red dry red chilli. I've actually got two. There's some pieces of cinnamon, one big will do. There's 9 or 10 peppercorns and 9 or 10 cloves. There's also going to be some oil, and there's also going to be some vinegar. And the idea is to cover the meat with water and then slowly simmer it, cook it, period of time until the water's all gone. You're left with dry meat. It's not going to be, it'll look like roast beef is what it will look like, and in chunks. So then you can eat it with like mashed potatoes or roast potato. You can have it in sandwiches. You can have it as a salad. It's very versatile and it lasts long. Now you see there's the beef there. So you see the chunks. I'll put it in my hand like that. See, quite big chunks. Right, now what we're going to do is I'm going to use the Ramosca. So I'm going to take it around this side. And there is the Ramosca Tria. Now, this is the pressure lid. Anyway, you put your beef in there. You take also your whole spices, get thrown in there. Also, you take 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of oil. I suspect, I don't know what they would have used back in the day. I'm using olive oil, so it's a healthy option. And now what I'm also going to put in, it's not on the recipe, but I'm going to put it in anyway, is some salt. So that may be too much really, about a teaspoon will do. Now the rest of it, you add water till it covers it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the heater, put it on. I'll get it up to temperature and then reduce it, I think. Right, there's the lid. And make sure with this, see these buttons, see that there? You press the button there and it goes in like that. Make sure that's in. That's it. And that's on the ring. And now it'll take a while because it's going to be done slowly, that. I'll bring it up to temperature and then reduce it and then you simmer it. So I reckon it's going to be 2-3 hours possibly while it cooks. And it won't go to like jerk, which people think, oh, long keeping beef, it must be jerk. It's not. It looks like roast beef joints, cuts is what it looks like. Anyway, you'll see. Well, it's been getting a couple of hours with the pressure cap on, and clearly I'm not reducing the meat. So I've taken the lid off so I can now start reducing the liquid. I suspect it's all cooked, but we'll get down a bit more. I should mention a lot of you would probably say, well, why didn't you brown the meat first? Well, the family recipe doesn't do that. So I don't have any comment on it, but this is the recipe. So anyway, it's going to be, I've just turned up the heating a little bit now, so I should start reducing the water. Right. This is it done. I've just turned it off. It's been doing for a long while. So the water's nearly almost gone, but as I need to go out, I'm going to put it on here. You can see it's well cooked, the meat's actually coming off. So it smells lovely. And there we go. Cold, believe it, eat it cold, hot, whatever.